Hi guys, and welcome back to Extreme Garage with me, Lawrence. So people do ask me a lot. They go, you know, Lawrence, what is the mile per gallon, the fuel economy of your fire engine? And just from what I've researched on the internet, it's roughly about 8 mile per gallon. But there's only one way to actually work this out, is to physically do it ourselves. So today we're actually going to do the math and the science behind it and see if we can actually work out the accurate figure. So I'll go for the maths now. So what we're going to do, so basically the equation would be, you would take the miles travelled and divide that by the litres used between filling up. So we'll go and fill up first, and then we'll drive round, then we'll fill up again, take the two readings, work out how many litres we've used up, and we'll calculate how many miles we've done between filling up, and then we'll divide the miles travelled by the litres used, and then that gives us a mile per litre, and then we just divide that figure by 4.544 to get the miles per gallon. So first step then, petrol station. To me, that's full. What's that reading then, Rich? So we're back now. It's time to do the maths. So going back to what we were saying earlier with the equation, we need the miles, then we take the litres of what we've used in between there. So for starters, we took the mileage before we left, and that and that was 34,260.5 miles. Then we went and filled up. We filled up with 88.32 litres. Okay. So now we need the calculation on the end. We just took the mileage again, and our finishing mileage was 34,434.6. So I know I could do this off my head. So we'll take the one away from the other. 34434.6 minus 34260.5. So we travelled 174.1 miles. Okay, so now with the litres. So we filled up with 88.32 litres. We filled up again at the end with 80 litres and 58. So we need to right. So we've actually used that because that's what we filled it up to, and then we filled it up again, and that gave us 80.58 litres. So we'll take our 174.1 miles, divide that by the 80.58 litres, divide that by 80.58, and that gives us 2.16. Well, we're gonna do this one long because we can get a bit more accuracy the longer it is. Yeah. So now we take this figure that we got, this 2.16 litres, we times that by 4.544. Man, in the intro I actually said divide, but okay, never mind. So we times that by 4.544, and I actually do believe, just by the rough look at it, that might be very close to the 8 miles to the gallon that we reckoned. Times by 4.544. It's actually more, isn't it? 9.82 miles per gallon. So from what I've actually been telling people, I'm wrong. It's actually closer to 10 miles to the gallon. That's actually pretty impressive. It's actually very fuel economy. Has a lot of very good fuel economy. So that's the maths done. That was all fun and great. It's very expensive, but just so you might want to know exactly how much this has cost me today in fuel. So this 88 litres cost 102.96, and then my 80 litres cost me 103.6. So we can actually probably work out now the cost per mile this beast is. So let's get the old calculator back out. So the cost per mile, we done 174.1 miles. We spent £103.06 because we haven't actually used all of that yet. So 103.6 divided by 174.1, 60p a mile. I don't know, I've got no space to write this now. 60p per mile. A lot of complicated maths there, but there we go. So it does about 10 miles to the gallon, and it costs about 60p per mile to use, which doesn't sound that bad at all, really. So if you like the video, guys, don't forget to hit the old thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go and subscribe.
Whoa!
What?
You're telling me that you spent all day at the test track and this is all that you did?
Next time on Extreme Garage, we go around a test track at full speed and we see if we can get it up to ridiculous speeds in a straight line. So don't forget to go and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.
3, 2,